Baller Jets presents to you the Bombardier Challenger 3500. If you charter or own in the super-midsize category, one aircraft sets the benchmark right now, the Bombardier Challenger 3500. It's entered service in late 2022, and it is not a clean sheets design. That's significant. The 3500 is built on the Challenger 350 platform, itself an evolution of the Challenger 300, the best-selling super-midsize family of the last 2 decades, with more than 950 airframes delivered. Same proven wing, same Honeywell HTF 7350 engines, same dispatch reliability that fleet operators achieve at over 99.8%. What changed is everything you touch and feel. 4 upgrades define the 3500. 1. A standard auto throttle, reducing pilot workload from takeoff through landing. 2. The new age seat, Bombardier's patented design with a tilting headrest and a floating base that reclines into a true zero gravity position. The first new business jet seat architecture in roughly 30 years. 3. The industry's first voice-controlled cabin. Lighting, temperature, entertainment, window shades. You speak, the cabin responds. 4. A lower cabin altitude of 4,850 feet at cruise, paired with 24-inch 4K displays and wireless charging throughout. Per Bombardier's published specifications, that is the package. A known quantity airframe with a flagship-grade interior. Now the question that matters to everyone watching, why this aircraft for Hawaii? 4 reasons. Range, 3,400 nautical miles with 4 passengers under NBAA IFR reserves. Every major West Coast departure point reaches every Hawaiian island nonstop, with margin for Pacific winds and ETOP-style fuel planning. With no safety margin, the 3500 can make it nonstop Honolulu to Dallas, Texas, 3,370 nautical miles. Speed, Mach 0.83 high-speed cruise. On a 5-hour ocean crossing, that buys back real time against slower light jets that cannot make the trip anyway. Altitude, a 45,000-foot ceiling. The 3500 climbs above Pacific weather and airline traffic, where the ride is smooth and the routing is direct. Runways, balanced field length under 5,000 feet at typical mission weights. That opens the smaller island fields, not just Honolulu and Kahului, Lanai, Molokai, Hana, conditions permitting. The aircraft goes where the Ahana is, not just where the Lehulehu are. Few aircraft hold all 4 of these cards at the operating cost. That is the case for the 3500 as the Hawaii machine. Here is what the 3500 actually does on the routes our clients fly. Great circle distances with realistic block times accounting for Pacific winds. San Francisco to Kahului, Maui, 2,030 nautical miles, about 4 hours 50 minutes westbound, closer to 4 hours 20 minutes going east with the tailwinds. San Francisco to Honolulu, 2,080 nautical miles, approximately 4 hours 55 minutes. Seattle to Kona, 2,335 nautical miles, about 5 hours 25 minutes. Anchorage to Honolulu, 2,415 nautical miles, about 5.5 hours, and a route this aircraft flies with comfortable reserves. Lihue, Kauai to Van Nuys, 2,265 nautical miles, eastbound with no winds, an average of 4 hours 45 minutes. Hilo to Salt Lake City, 2,530 nautical miles, about 5 hours 10 minutes. And Kahului to Phoenix, 2,465 nautical miles, roughly 5 hours even. Every pair nonstop with fuel in reserve, no tech stops, no island hopping to a longer runway first. 5 hours over water is either lost time or your best uninterrupted work block of the week. The cabin decides which. The 3500 gives you a flat floor end to end, no drop dial, no stepping over a trench in mid-conversation. The widest cabin in its class at 7 feet 2 inches. The new age seats swivel, track, and recline to a true rest position. For an athlete flying home after a game or an executive landing into a 7 a.m. board call, the recline plus the 4,850-foot cabin altitude is the difference. At cruise, your body thinks it's in Denver, not on a mountain summit. Less fatigue, better hydration, sharper arrival. Voice control runs the environment so you never break focus. Wireless chargers sit at every seat group. The 24-inch 4K displays handle the film or the deck review. And when it is time to sleep, the divan bursts into a flatbed. Depart San Francisco at 9 p.m. and land Honolulu before midnight local. Rested. This is the recovery and productivity argument, and it is why the 3500 books out first in every charter fleet that operates one. Now the numbers. Market rates for the Challenger 3500 run $5,500 to $6,800 per hour per current market data. Hawaii missions carry one structural cost most clients do not expect: repositioning. Very few super mid-sized jets are based in the islands. If the aircraft starts in California and you only fly one direction, you pay for the ferry. This is why round trips price efficiently and one-ways price high. A worked example: San Francisco to Kahului, round trip, about 9.3 flight hours total. At $6,200 per hour, this is roughly $58,000 in flight time. Add overwater and international handling, Hawaii landing and ramp fees, crew overnight, catering, and the 7.5% federal excise tax, and a realistic all-in lands near $95,000. A real quote from our desk: Medford, Oregon to Honolulu, all in, taxes included, $115,138.91. That number reflects the one-way repositioning reality. The counter move is the empty leg. When an aircraft must reposition anyway, that ferry sells at 40 to 60% off retail. Hawaii's geography produces empty legs constantly. If your dates are flexible, you fly the same 3500 for the price of a light jet. First come, first fly. For owners, the 3500 lists at approximately $27.2 million new. Direct operating costs run about $4,330 per hour, covering fuel, engine, and airframe maintenance programs and parts. At a typical 400-hour year, plan an annual budget near $3.4 million, consistent with industry operating cost data from sources like Conklin and De Decker. The rough breakout: direct operating costs about $1.73 million at 400 hours per annum. Crew, roughly $800,000 for 2 type-rated pilots with benefits and recurrent training at Flight Safety or CAE. Hangar, $150,000 and up. Island hangar space is scarce, which is another conversation and one our consulting side handles. Insurance, near $120,000. Management and miscellaneous fixed costs covering the remainder. Those are planning numbers, not promises. Mission profile, basing, and crew structures move them. Here is how sophisticated owners close that gap. Professional aircraft management. Place the 3500 on a charter certificate and the hours you are not flying generate revenue, typically offsetting 30 to 50% of fixed costs. Structured correctly with your tax counsel, business use depreciation can materially change the acquisition math. And management means the crewing, scheduling, maintenance tracking, and compliance burden sits with professionals, not with you. You own the asset, we run the operation. Armand Brock Company, Aircraft Management. Armand Brock, elevate your aloha. And when you're ready to fly, the fastest path is the Baller Jets app, available on the Google Play Store. It connects you directly to your Armand Brock Company charter specialist. Baller Jets, trust the on-demand in your hand. Book your flight today and welcome aboard Kopelele, our 100% Hawaiian Island-grown coffee, Hawaiian-grown and flown. Visit www.armandbrock.com today. The Challenger 3500 does not just get you to Hawaii, it elevates your aloha.